We're going to take a look at a different type of spear phishing at this point. And in order to do that, I'm going to use the social engineering toolkit once again, just because it's really easy to do this sort of testing. There's other ways of doing it. I could download a bunch of source code, for example, and I could make alterations to pages, but really it's just as easy to use this as a starting point anyway. So I could do a website attack vector here, and let's use the Java applet method, and we could do a site cloner. And in this case, I'm going to say I'm not using NAT or port forwarding. I'm just going to say this is my address here. And so this is the site that I'm going to clone. And in this case, I'm just going to say this is the site here. I'm going to use my own site. So we're going to clone the website and we're going to do the injection. So what I'm actually going to do is a bind shell here. I'm going to use the Windows bind shell, and that's going to run the payload. It's going to open up a port on the remote system, and then we can go forward from there. So I'm going to do 15 here as my encoding, and the port of the listener, let's say, is 443, and it's going to run, and we're generating the code and encoding the payload. And I actually want to allow Apache to stop there so that we can set up our own attack. So in this case, I'm going to go here and I'm going to open up the site. So you can actually see that it's done the page and it's trying to run a plugin that I don't actually have, and that should be Java, because we did the Java-based attack. So it's checking for the Java plugin so that it actually could execute the Java that's been embedded in the page. So I could actually, let's cancel this. And just to see what we've got going on here, let's take a look at the page source. And we should see that somewhere we've got something that we're trying to include. And there it is. There's the trusted Java applet. And it's right there is the Java archive. So you can see that it's got the Java archive that's there, and it's actually trying to execute that applet. So that's how you might do a spear phishing attack using the social engineering toolkit. You could actually clone a website. It will actually inject the code for you that would run the exploit and connect back, or open up a shell that you could connect to. So that's a pretty quick and easy way of doing a spear phishing attack using the social engineering toolkit.